I saw a clip a little earlier this week. It's about a 5 minute clip. If y'all allow me to, I want to play it. It's with a celebrity, a well-known NFL athlete, who basically made some comments bragging about how he has 8 kids from 3 different women. I'm only gonna play about 3 minutes of it. I'll stop it and I'll lay out the opine. Here we go.
A lot of people see my situation and I think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and it's for you.
What situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yes, more information. Heck yeah.
So I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I thought I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
by how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
about
to
your
bring
wife.
Them. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Bryant, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
So just want to hit the pause button right there real quick. Talk to me, what's y'all take on that right there?
It speaks to what if you listen to Cam is speaking from an issue of it's a displacement with him. He feels a loneliness with himself, and he feels like those kids would give him some people to love him, would kind of give him a sense of being existed. And it's bigger than just the fear of marriage, because he continually just wants to kid. See, there are some women that will just repetitively have kids. It becomes an issue with sometimes feeling needed or feeling loved. A child almost is somewhat obligated to care for you regardless of, and to have that many kids, because without having a marital situation and not actually being able to be there because all of the mothers are different, you're not actually giving each of the kids what they really need. Even a kid in a 2-parent home, when you have that amount of kids, there always going to be one that's going to be kind of singing out that feel like they're alone.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of what he wants to do doesn't speak to him. It's not the sex, it's the fact of being accepted. Kids have to, you accept your parents until, until your cousins or other people say, hey, your mom's fat. Your dad's on crack, or your dad, you really don't notice, because that's just the life y'all live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's certain things you don't notice until other people kind of bring you realize this is not normal. To the resident Joe, what you think about my synopsis?
I think I agree. Another question that maybe you guys can I might be wrong, but why multiple? Why multiple women? What is the desire of a man to have multiple women? I can have my assumptions, but I want to know, from the man perspective, why do you want to have from multiple women?
Well, man, and more or less, I mean, as a man, that's something that almost solidified man, what they, for what we grew up doing. It was having multiple girls. How many girlfriends you got? Even little boys, they say, oh, he's so cute. I bet you be breaking all the girls' heart. That's what they say. How many girlfriends you got? So you start implementing, implying things at an early age. And a man is always, what they say, a man's a dog. All men are dogs. You say, why men a dog? Because y'all sleep around. So women actually put it into the minds of and acceptance. Mm-hmm. If you look culturally though, in other cultures, in other African cultures, and even like in Middle Eastern culture, it's normal for men to have multiple wives.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So culture in itself, standing itself has been that. I myself, That's not a thing for me. I hang up for me. When I was younger, I did date multiple women. You know, that was a thing because you feel like that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And then it becomes till you find the person that you really engage and realize I get what I need from this person, not just sexually, you know, the mental, the conversation, the care, the respect. And a lot of times when you don't, his more of what Cam is doing and the different women is, and not just him, a lot of men, is because they don't know themselves. Until you know yourself, you really don't know. Think about it. How many guys did you date before you got married?
You want me to say a number?
Got it.
No. How many guys did you date before you got married? I'm just how many guys you dated? How many boyfriends did you have before you get married?
Boyfriends, like 4 before I got married.
4 before. So why was it 4?
Trying to figure out who I wanted to marry.
And guess what? That's the same thing with him. Same thing with other men that date a lot of women or whatever. It's because you're trying to figure yourself. And that doesn't happen until you really start to get to a point in your life to realize I'm changing.
But I don't think it's more so how you date. It's the children that you're making. It's the women that you're making.
No, she didn't mention it. She didn't say the kids. She said why.
So there's the part I pushed the pause button because I just wanted to get y'all on there. So that's why I didn't play that part when she started talking about the children, but she did refer back to the children, how broken homes are being created and things like that. But I just want to play the first 2 minutes.
Dr. Joe said why men multiple women. She didn't ever say kids. So I was speaking on that end.
Oh
yeah. So before you play that, just real quick, do you feel, because in my perspective, and I see where I came from, it was difficult to figure out how things really need to be, right? You need to, when you are, like you said, you're taught this by whoever it is, like, how many girlfriends do you have? Especially it's kind of praised for the men. How many girlfriends do you have? Oh, you're talking to multiple girls. Okay, you're a player. It's like they praise that. But, do you feel like this sexual in general, is the education that's given or the example that's given by the whoever raised this human being? And if you see that whoever raised you is praising your multiple relationships, or you saw that this from your caretaker, then you most likely to do the same. Because for me, it was like I didn't know how to choose the correct guy. Like it was difficult, right? Because I didn't see it. Nobody was teaching me. I saw it from my brother eventually as an older woman. But it's like I feel like for certain other people, it's hard for them because they don't know where to look for, what to be looking for. Do you believe that it's because of the education that's given to them when they're little?
No, it's not the particular person that raised you. It's not where you get it from. It's your association with people in the street. Think about this with women, just like everybody. A lot of time when people get involved in sex in the first time, it's because of influence of other people. Girls can be their friend. Go ahead and do it, girl. Go ahead. Guys get pushed. So a lot of times it's the motivation of other people that you might be around and you deal with. It's pressure. A lot of things are just the fact that, until people really come into dealing with who they are, what are their real goals and direction they're going, then you don't settle. You don't. You just kind of keep moving. Well, it don't have to be sexually. It can be I conversate with a lot of women. And so, to the conversation and but I'm searching because I'm still trying to find out myself. Then you heard Cam say his fear of what divorce was higher. Remember? The women that fears not the women that fears him. See, everybody thinking he said, yeah, you're right, because women hold women people. No, the fear is him. He's afraid of himself. See, the only reason why he keep having all those kids, because no matter what he does, he'll still always be their father. See, with a woman, you'll be her ex-husband.
That's right.
Ex-boyfriend.
That's right, Petra.
All right, you go ahead. Believe it or not, I know a little something.
Hey, you spot on. You spot on. You definitely spot on. Tula, you had a little you want to add before I hit the start button?
Go ahead.
All right, so here we go.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very